Excellency, this is the OCT team, which is comprised of officers, very experienced officers. And for the period of this exercise, our task was to observe what the training audience was doing, mentor them where it was necessary, and most of the time we allowed the training audience to come with solutions themselves and only guide when necessary, so that at the end the exercise objectives can be realized. But we must report that we had very receptive training audience, and again my team, if it were not for these dedicated officers, I could have not managed to do my job. And once again, guys, it's a team now, so we made it, and I think Kenya Alliance is happy because all the results or the reports from what they have seen have already reached, and we are going forward for the final AER tomorrow. And we must say that the exercise, it has met the objectives.
This is the J2 cell. Basically what we do here is to do collection management and dissemination. We assist the command and the leadership of the Joint Task Force Band in having a situational awareness and also to have a common operating picture. So what we do in this cell is to analyze information that is gathered from different sources.
Where we lack facts, we normally put assumptions, and those assumptions are as much as possible closer to the truth.
It is an honor for me to stand before you this afternoon and make a few remarks as we conclude the command post exercise Shared Accord 18, which started on the 14th of August 2018. As stressed in the opening speech, the purpose of this exercise was to strengthen our defense forces' capacity and interoperability to effectively perform UN peacekeeping missions.
I would like to echo my partner, Major General Cabanada's sentiment that you did an outstanding job. You came here 2 weeks ago as an individual. Didn't really know what to expect. Some of you a little bit nervous. And today you work together as a team, successfully completing a complex command post exercise. So congratulations. You survived 108 different scenarios. Very impressive indeed. The exercise was intended to promote interoperability amongst participant nations and organizations, enhance regional peacekeeping operations and capabilities, strengthen multilateral relationships, ensure MINUSCA contributing nations are trained to set basic security conditions needed for good governance and development to flourish. You did all that and more. Thank the Rwanda Military Academy. It has been a pleasure getting to know the young men and women, the future leader of Rwanda. And I cannot wait to see great things they accomplish in the coming years.
On behalf of the U.S. government, U.S. Embassy, the Department of Defense, and Department of State, I want to thank you all for participating, joining in, and making this such a rewarding exercise today. I also noticed that there's invited guests, which include the defense attachés accredited to Rwanda. So there's a broad array of people who will, as General Flora, as well as others have said, General Kabaganda, that will take from this exercise and bring home many of the lessons learned both today and tomorrow. I also want to salute the fact that you focus on women, peace, and security, and the important role that women peacekeepers play in making that principle real. I think you see here today the value of the diversity and inclusion in military and police forces, whether it's reflecting differences in gender, ethnicity, clan, religious diversity. You have it all here, and you really have given each other the opportunity to learn a tremendous amount from each other.
It is a great honor to be here today at the closing ceremony of the exercise Shared Accord 18. And at this particular moment, I am pleased to start my remarks by particularly thanking the organizers, the U.S. Africa Command, AFRICOM, the U.S. Army for Africa, USARAF, for the idea of the Command Post Exercise Shared Accord 2018, which is co-sponsored by the RDF and the U.S. Army, hugely facilitated and supported by the U.S. Embassy here in Rwanda. To the participants, I urge you all to put into practice the knowledge acquired during your future assignments. With the acquired skills, we will better ensure accountability, compliance with international humanitarian law, human rights law, and ultimately partner together to ensure peace and security around the globe.